Hello everyone, thank you for coming up today. My old subscribers, thank you. And to those that are viewing for the first time or that have not subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. And to my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. Please do not forget to hit on the like button. The Nollywood actress Rita Ediochie is giving out a very serious warning. And this is coming after the death of the comedian that's Ediochie. I'm leaving the video behind so you can hear directly from the guy. After this conversation, next will be the video. People have gone online and thrown a whole lot of attacking words on Rita Ediochie. And if we can all recall that the comedian that said that Jesus had accused Rita Ediochie of conniving with Prophet Chukwuemeka Odumije to stage fake miracles. She also claimed that she helps Rita get men to have illicit relationships with her. But in the course of all of this, the late comedian became ill with kidney disease, and her family deemed it fit that they needed to go and plead for forgiveness at the church of the prophet, that's Prophet Odumiji, to beg him to forgive their daughter for what she had said or the pronouncement she made. But the prophet Odumiji and Rita Ediochie initially refused to forgive, which we all know about. The story is just a recap of what has led to Rita Ediochie saying this. But eventually, Rita Ediochie and the prophet did forgive her after pressures from a lot of Nigerians. But unfortunately, the same lady, the comedian that Jesus, passed away last week on April 21st, 2021. And critics, a lot of people have directed their outrage to Rita Ediochie. And Rita Ediochie did not take that lightly at all. She had to stand out to ensure that she gets back at whoever has been saying or making comments about her regarding the death of the comedian. She replied on Instagram, and she replied by sharing a video of a young man who was seen and heard criticizing those who have been calling her out. And that is why on that her Instagram page she warned in her sentence saying that those calling her out will be the next in line. Guys, isn't this a very heavy word for someone to actually say? Also, she went on to share an old video of the late comedian threatening someone's life. What is the meaning of all of this? This is someone that has already passed away. I know, yes, a lot of people has been making comments at her and also Prophet Dumeje regarding the death after the lady passed away. But she is now coming out to make a very big pronouncement on people. And then what do you call this? The actress asked those who are now criticizing her for not forgiving easily to hear what the late comedian had said. But I think in this situation, you should allow the dead to rest. Because there was no point you bringing out comments about the lady that has already passed away. It's not the lady that is attacking you, it is the people out there that are attacking you with comments. So is there any point for bringing out this video? Guys, I don't know how you feel about it. Was there a need for her to make comments and share a video that where the late comedian was threatening someone else's life? Do you think that was necessary in any way? And the guy, the young man who went to his Instagram page, he was now saying that people should stop criticizing Rita Ediochie, that the death of the comedian has got nothing to do with her, and that people should learn to get their words straight. which Rita Ediochie commended the guy and saying she don't know who this young man is, but that she is thanking the young man for speaking out her mind and that of her own family. At the same time, this pronouncement that she is making is a very huge one. That is why it's always good for people to be mindful of their utterances, of things they say, especially when they are upset. If someone else now dies, or maybe the person gets involved in any terrible thing after hearing these words, and maybe the person had made it her own comment, they'll now attribute it to her again. So it's better, certain things, when you know that you are innocent, you're not guilty of anything, you even let that thing go. You kind of ignore it and act like you don't see it. There's this thing about the social media. If you're carried away by everything that happened on the social media, both comments thrown at you, both shades thrown at you, which means you won't be strong enough to survive all that would come afterwards. And again, Rita Ediochie is a public figure. A lot of people have known her from her acting career and all of that. Definitely, she would expect things like this to come. If you are not a popular person, maybe they may not keep up with this because they know that once they speak about a prominent person, it spreads very, very fast because of the popularity and the fame. In coming out now to lay this kind of announcement saying whoever is accusing her would be the next on the line, is it now a curse you're laying on people? That is another question a lot of people will stand to ask. Or is she not ready to just let things like this go? Like I had mentioned, if you're innocent of something, you won't be moved by what people are saying, or you shouldn't be moved. You just see those things and ignore. Sometimes you even avoid going to those pages or those sites that you know that once you go and read things about yourself that are not true, it can be very heartbreaking, and that is just the reality. However, you don't blame people for making comments in their own way, because everybody is obligated to his or her own opinion. And again, people were responding based on how the whole thing had happened. So you can imagine that people who openly vowed and said, I'm not going to forgive somebody, and then later forgave this lady, but now it's completely different. It's turning out to be a sour game. Not really a game. All right, it's turning out to be something different now. One, people are calling her and Odumeje out for the death of the lady because of their inability to forgive as of the time the lady went to forgive. Most people would have different things to say. Everybody can say the same thing. But I guess at this time, Rita Ediochie needs to walk away from the internet for a while. You know, that's what some people do when things are happening so bad to them and it's coming from the internet. All that they do is to avoid the internet for certain period of time until they are actually okay, or until everything has died down. Responding back to people with using harsh, heavy words like this, was that necessary for her to use this kind of word to this point? And again, the one of having to mention where the late lady Ada Jesus was threatening someone else's life. It doesn't make any sense because this person is already gone. The person doesn't even know what is happening. When the person is dead, the person is dead. Using what the person has done in the past and bringing it out again in the public, guys, you think that is right? This person has already died. The person is resting, and so you'll be asking why doing this. Friends, what do you all think about the pronouncement that actress Rita Ediochie has made following the fact that people are now saying she and the prophet are to be blamed? Is that enough for her to come out and say something heavy like this? And the guy she was talking about, she said she doesn't even know this guy who had come out on his Instagram page to actually tell people that are talking bad against her or saying things attributing to the death of the late comedian that people should disease from it, and also saying that she is free of all of these allegations that is being levied against her. I'm leaving the video behind so you can hear directly from the guy. After this conversation, next will be the video. Well, people have different ways of handling issues. People have different ways of looking at things. Guys, what do you all think? Please, whatever you feel about the statement that Rita Ediochie has made, please, you can put that down at the comment section. Please, it goes out there to everybody. Please, people should be very careful with the utterances they make. There is power in the tongue. When you say things, you should weigh them before you voice it out, because it says even in the Bible, out of the abundance of the heart the mouth speaketh. So it's what you've conceived inside of you that will bring them out. But then laying curses on people, I don't think that is even the right thing at all to do. Watch your words before you even voice them out. It's very, very important, because words fly very fast. Once you have said it, you have said it. You can't go back and withdraw it and take it back. Please always watch and ask yourself if this pronouncement you're making is the right one or not. And again, for Rita Ediochie and the prophet, God has a way of exonerating people that are innocent. When you are innocent, you let God do the fighting for you, and not coming out to now try to avenge for the utterances that people have made. There's a saying that goes, use your tongue to count your teeth. And it's in a situation where you find yourself now saying things exactly, and again, when you are in anger, you're now making pronouncements. Those are very bad times for you to even say anything, because once you make statements like that, you are only creating an environment that is not comfortable for people. I think Rita Ediochie should also remember that she is a public figure. She has been a public figure for a long time, and she has fans, and a lot of people are out cheering her up, or that were always out to cheer her up even while she was acting. Please watch what you say. Weigh them before you voice them out. Please don't forget to hit on the like button, also subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Thank you. God bless you all.
In Nigeria, we've lost our norms. People no longer respect elderly people because of social media, because we are all on Facebook. If you is somewhere you can easily type and insult people without realizing that there's still reality after this social media stuff. This is somebody who is old enough to be your mother. To some of you out there, she's even old enough to be your grandmother. But because you have data and you have smartphones, you go out there typing rubbish, insulting somebody. It feels so bad to even think of the whole thingy. The issue between that woman and that Jesus, if it's not for the hypocrisy of most of you Nigerians, if you place your mother in that woman's shoe, if that girl, that little girl of that age, would come out publicly to say all those manner of things concerning your mother, tarnish her image for someone of that caliber. Imagine Ada Jesus coming out to say that your mom comes to ask her to pass men, to connect her to men. How would you feel? This is a woman who has traveled far and wide. She's popular both in Nigeria and outside. She's been acting years. She has gained her fame years before Ada Jesus even thought of coming into comedy, into entertainment. She has met people. So it's now Ada Jesus of yesterday that will now come and be giving her men. How does this sound? Do you ever place your mother in her shoe and know how she will feel? Do you even think of that way? Do you know what is called defamation of character? All Ada Jesus was expecting that time was for this woman to reply her on Facebook. Then she too, she will reply, and then they will start insulting each other on Facebook. But I'm glad for her maturity, her sense of reasoning. She totally ignored her until this illness came up. None of you talked about it. People were just there raining praises on her comment section. She was getting views for insulting people who are older than her. castigating people, insulting somebody's mother. Most of you, I'm sure, most of you that are insulting that woman now, I'm sure that if it was your mother, I'm sure that you'll be looking for that girl to even kill her. But now, because the woman was not able to forgive at that first time, she has now become a bad person. What were you expecting? For someone of that caliber who you've tarnished her image, okay, you were expecting because you are now ill, once you come for forgiveness, she will now forgive you immediately and dash you money or build a house for you and start clapping for you. No, things don't work that way. This is somebody who has been nursing this anger, nursing her pains for long. When you come for forgiveness, it's just natural that she might just want to pour out her anger at that very first time. Then when she goes home and sleep over it as a mother, and then of course in the girl's condition, then she can now say, okay, I forgive you. So just because of that once that she did not forgive instantly, she now becomes a bad person. But you totally forgot all what the girl has been doing to her. You forgot how long her image has been tarnished. It's not fair. It's not fair. The woman went back home, slept over it, and then forgave her the following day or so. So what's the big deal with there? What's the big deal there? Same thing applicable to Odumeje. Yes, he didn't forgive her instantly. Of course, he's a prophet or a pastor, whatever. But he's human as well. Do you know what is called defamation of character? Do you know there are people that will have this same issue with this girl? They will even wait for her to recover. After recovering, they will now sue her to court. They will sue her to court and file her for defamation of character. If she's not able to defend herself or provide those people that she claimed that she brings to Odumeje for miracle, she will go to jail again. But they forgave her and they forgot about all this. And then because they didn't forgive her that once, at that first instance, then they become witches and wizards. They become the most deadliest people on earth. Is that how things work? If it's not hypocrisy that is wrong with all of you that are committing, most of you even perpetrate more evil than what you're accusing these people of. Please, let's call a spade a spade. If you see truth, let's say the truth. The girl, she went extremely far. Look at her other videos where she was threatening to kill somebody. And she was even mentioning that she has killed lots of people. Bragging. One local Okuka like that didn't even enjoy the four walls of academics. She will be bragging that she has killed a lot of people. Telling someone that she will kill the person and then nothing will happen. Because illness has befallen her now, then everybody now has turned to preacher of love. Everywhere you go, get well. So nobody's saying she shouldn't get well. But when we see truth, we should point it out. And should stop blaming people too for their own actions. The action they took, it was normal. It was normal, for goodness sake. So when we see truth, we should say it. They are human beings. That Odumeje, a prophet, is a human being. That Rita is a celebrity, is a movie star. She's a human being. Place your mother in her shoe and tell me if you will stand and watch that little girl insult your mother like that, and you even let her breathe for a day. If you will not even look for her to kill. Talk more of forgiveness. Nigerians, people should stop hypocrisy. It's too much. Stop hypocrisy.